attention, please. It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Hi guys, it's Dave in Real Life and welcome to this predictions video. What a busy week it has been for predicting. Lots of points were up for grabs on Tuesday and Wednesday in the Carabao Cup. And yeah, we are going to do that league table before we get on to this week's predictions. Yes, another busy weekend of Premier League football, and it is our last weekend for the championship, so we will be crowning a champion after this weekend. So honestly, good luck with that. But obviously you want to know who's leading going into the final weekend, and that is, now we're going to look at the table and we're going to start from the bottom, work our way up. You can see where you are in the league table already. The table's there for you to look at. But we've got Adrian K, who's unfortunately not been able to put in predictions for the last two games, but he's still on 2 points. Got Dark Knight as well, who only played this weekend, so he's still stuck on 16 points. Then we've got Mouldy Spoon and Austin 316, who are both on 18 points. Just Nick, I've got to say, kind of a weird choice going into the Carabao Cup. He decided to have the 3-0 home victory for every game. Staggering enough, that hurt him 10 points. So he's up to 18th now with 22 points. So quite bold. I wouldn't suggest, if you want to win this competition, that you do that, but it got him 10 points, so fair play. Then Wrestling Reese is the biggest shock. He has dropped from, I think, third in the league, right down to 17th. He didn't get his predictions in for the Carabao Cup, so he's now on 31 points, which he was after the weekend. He's just dropped massively out of the race for the title. Chloe is in 16th place with 32 points. She got 11 points from the Carabao Cup. Bonkers LFC, he's on 32 points, also got 11 points. And we've got Jamie on 38, 11 points again. What is with 11 points? And then we get to Mackenzie Holland, who's up to 13th. He's got 39 points and he scored 22 points, which saw him jump from near bottom to quite high up in the mid-table-ish. Then we go to Jesse Jackhammer, who scored 18 points. And he's up to 43 points now in 12th. 11th place is a deal. He scored 17 points and got him 45 altogether. I'm in 10th. I scored 26 points and now I'm 47. Sam scored 23 points, is now on 48. Then we've got 3 people on 50 points, which is Retro D-Man, Dylan and Edward. Edward scored 25 points. Echo scored 23 points and 21 points Dylan, so that's got them up to 50. In 5th place with 54 points altogether and scored 23 points in the Carabao Cup is Leeds 2022, so shout out to you. Connor dropped from being top to 4th. He only scoring 15 points and is now on 55 points. Then we've got James, who's dropped a place to 3rd. He's got 26 points, giving him 59 points going into this final weekend. And then, honestly, massive points scored by these two guys. In 2nd place is Crazy Brody, scored 36 points, took him to 61 points. And Leroy Talks Football is on top of the league. But as you can see, it's anybody's ball game, as always. He's on 65 points, scoring a massive 34 points over the last 2 days. So that is the table updated. and hopefully I've got all the scores right, it's a mammoth task trying to do 25 games. I don't know why there's 25 games, but there was 25 games over Tuesday and Wednesday, which we had to predict. And yeah, I did botch up the Forest. I put Gillingham Forest when it should have been Grimsby Forest, and some people may have missed out on the Gillingham Exeter game. But all in all, it shouldn't matter. It wouldn't have changed that much to your to the table, in fairness. So that's that. We now go on to the weekend's predictions, and we start with the early kickoff of Southampton versus Man United. Man United getting that victory over Liverpool. Let's address it. I think Man United will continue being successful. I think Harry Maguire should never get back in that starting 11, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, because they don't need him. So I think without Harry Maguire, Man United win 3-1. I go to Brentford v Everton. This is always a difficult one. Everton have not had the greatest of starts. Brentford have. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I think a draw could be more realistic out of this. Brentford could easily win now, but I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Another game, Brighton versus Leeds, is another difficult one to predict. I mean, Brighton, they've beaten Man United, they're on a tear recently, so are Leeds. This is a hard one, and I'm not going to lie, it's a difficult one to predict, but I've gone 1-0 Brighton. I do think Brighton's defence is a little bit better than Leeds. I could be completely wrong. Then we go to Chelsea versus Leicester. I've got Chelsea winning 3-1. I think Chelsea need to bounce back from their loss to Leeds last weekend. I think they will. I think Tuchel would have had a long, hard look at this team during the week, and I'm sure this team will come out firing, and Leicester are not that great, to be quite honest with you. So I can see a 3-1 victory for Chelsea there. Then we've got Liverpool versus Bournemouth. A game that should be easy to predict, but hasn't been easy to predict so far. I've gone 1-0 Liverpool. I'm not confident. Our midfield looks shocking. We were shocking against Man United. We've been shocking all season. The first half performances this season have been absolutely garbage. It needs to be addressed. I don't know what Klopp can do to change this. He's got an injury list as long as my arm. It's excuse. It's time to actually put that to bed. They're out at home. They're at Anfield. It's against Bournemouth. It should be 3 points to Liverpool. Yeah, so there you go. I've gone 1-0 Liverpool. I'm not confident, but hopefully we get the 3 points we deserve. Up to then, Man City versus Crystal Palace. Man City dropping points last weekend, but I think they go back to winning ways at the Etihad, and I think they win 3-0. And my goal scorer this week is Haaland. Yes, I'm going for Haaland. I think he does score this weekend. Then we go to Arsenal, which is the evening kickoff on Saturday against Fulham. Arsenal are an absolute tear at the minute. Fulham got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. I could only see Arsenal victory. I've gone 3-0 Arsenal. Aston Villa versus West Ham next. And West Ham, I don't know what's going off. They've not won a single game. They've not got any points on the board. I think with Villa being hit and miss lately under Gerrard, I think this is where West Ham picks up a point. I've gone for a 2-2 draw. Wolves v Newcastle. This is a tough one. I would normally go against Newcastle. They always seem to let me down when I ever back them to win. But something about them this season says that, you know, maybe. I mean, they certainly gave Man City a scare at the weekend. So I've gone 2-1 to Newcastle in this game. Then the last game, Super Sunday, Forest versus Spurs. They're going to meet in the Carabao Cup. I've gone for Spurs to win 3-1. So there are my predictions for this weekend. Hopefully you get your predictions in. For those of you who haven't been putting predictions, come on, it's the last weekend. It's the last chance to get your predictions in. You never know. Absolutely never know. Obviously wasn't around for the Champions League draw. Have seen it. Liverpool, Rangers, all British affair. Cannot wait. Looks like Tottenham have got a fairly decent draw with Frankfurt. There's a group of death, as usual. Bayern Munich, Barcelona should be very interesting. They always seem to meet each other. We actually did a live watch along for their game last year, I believe. So that's interesting. Lewandowski going back to Bayern. It's quite bizarre. Yeah, I think Man City have got their usual draw. So yeah, it's quite exciting times in the Champions League. So yeah, sadly I missed that because I've been with my daughter for the full day. But let me know in the comment section below as well as your predictions, what you thought of the draw and what you think of the Carabao Cup draw and everything else what's good in football these days. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you think that I might have missed your table, but I have gone through it with a fine comb, believe me. Can't think if I've missed any points. If you're talking about Gillingham and Exeter and you haven't put a prediction down for that, then sorry. You'll get points for the Forest game, so be grateful. I know it was my mistake, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I've been Dave in real life. You've been awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Put your predictions in the comment section below and best luck for this final weekend of August. We crown our first champion of the year of this season. So yeah, best of luck. Bye for now.